Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics, located in New York and Manila, bringing health and beauty wherever you go. From a simple Botox to a fat-reducing and muscle mass-gaining M-Skull. For more information about their quality services and locations, call or text 917-633-7710 or email at monarchmontage@gmail.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continuum. And now, join us as we speak with your favorite Filipino celebrities and inspiring people. This is the podcast for global Filipinos around the globe. This is Over a Glass or Two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Live from New York and New Jersey, the number one online show in the East Coast. Your host, Jesse and J-Cast.
Ganado ang mga bakla!
Oh my God! Hello, good evening po sa inyong lahat.
Inyong tanan.
Sa inyong tanan, my God! Happy Friday! It's, 8:38 p.m. here in the US. It's Friday night. Happy TGIF. And sa Pilipinas naman po, it's 9:30 a.m. Napakaaga. My God. My God, kasayo karon sa Pilipinas. Karon magbisaya ba ta or magtagalog ba ta or mag-in-English ba ta?
Mag-helicopter ba ta? Unsa ba yun?
Bisag unsa na kay Ginoo, excited na mi tanan. My God, I've been waiting for this group.
Correct.
Hey Joe, oh my
Kanina
God.
pala excited yung sleeveless ko eh.
Sobra.
Grabe.
As in, I've been an avid fan and a follower for so many years. Mga Bisaya, mga Amerikanong Bisaya, my
At saka,
God.
oh my God.
Ay, I cannot believe they're in front of us.
Mas lami sila ngayon.
Mas lami. Lami, tila-tilaan.
Ayoko na ako.
Buang yun ka. So anyways, guys, okay, if we're gonna speak Bisaya, don't worry. We're planning to put a caption for
si
this.
Direk po lalabas first
Yes,
time sa on-cam para
sign language.
Sign language.
No, we'll put a caption, like after a few days. So at least those people who cannot understand Bisaya, you would understand. Because I have a feeling we're gonna start talking in, Bisaya, Taglish, at saka
Bistaglish.
mga Bistaglish.
Yes.
So anyways, Jikas, ikaw naman.
And
My God.
good morning
Wow.
po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe!
Verse! My God, Jikas. Sobrang excited kami ngayon. Grabe. Friday na Friday, ng sarap ng Friday natin ngayon. Lami kayo atong Friday, mga bisdak diha. My
I'm
God.
sure na-miss nyo rin sila.
Oh my God, for sure. I know ako, na-miss ko talaga sila. Ewan ko na lang sa inyo. So anyways, by the way, belated happy birthday. Nag-visit ako. Happy birthday kay sa aming director. Yes, our director.
Yes.
Direct JV. Happy birthday. And congratulations kasi got a job finally in
Mayabang na po
Google.
siya kasi siya sa Google
He landed a job in Google. So congratulations, Direk. I'm supposed to have that job, but I don't know what happened.
Ang yaman ng Google nung sinendan siya ng mga MacBook at saka
I know, my
lalaking
PC?
LCD TV at saka mga pangkabuhayan showcase.
Sabi ko, I hate
pang-araro
you.
sa mga family niya sa probinsya. Mga ganyan.
Sabi ko nga, I hate you. Oh my God, nakakainis.
Hi,
I'm supposed to get that
Kay!
job. Anyway, I'm supposed to have that job. Just kidding. Anyway,
Okay.
hater. So anyways, sige, before po namin introduce ang aming special guest, we would like to say hi sa mga unang-unang nag-comment. Hi to R.A. Guevara. Hi.
Hello.
Bakit? Nasaan si Kay Morales? Kay Morales, nag-miss ka namin.
Nag-day off.
Nag-day off.
Nagpaalam siya.
Oo, nagpaalam. Ganun ba yun?
Yok
ba niya?
Bakarisas.
Yes. Hi, Jose
Hello.
Marichan. December coming 2021. You know what? Yeah, we would like to, we will invite Jose Marichan this December naman, no? Sige, we'll do our best, guys, okay?
Tita Ma, hello.
Yes, Tita Ma. Wena! Hi, Wena.
Hi, Wen.
We miss you. Super busy si Weng. Na-miss ko yan.
Ate JJ from Florida.
Yes, Kate Manguba. Hi, Kate. Yes, Jamaica is gonna be this Sunday and Monday naman sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Yes, a Star Magic baby naman. My God, nandito. Ay, this Sunday na po. Abangan nyo po si Jamaica.
Eugene Encio Libusana.
Yes, Ate JJ, I love ya. Popoy is here. My God, hi Popoy. Bisaya sad ni. So anyways, okay. I'm sure everyone are so excited, my God, to see our guest. And of course, chikahan lang to and you will get to know our guest more and more. And I'm sure na-miss nyo silang lahat. Okay, Lucia Luz. Hi, hello. Mga Bisaya ba ni? Shout out sa mga Bisaya diha, okay? So introduce na ako ang atong special guest for tonight, okay? Our special guest for tonight is a multi-platform social media group dedicated to celebrating and exposing Filipino culture to a global audience, ranging in acts from American takes on Filipino customs to popular songs translated into Bisaya. They have done it and all to make Filipinos smile. The members of this group are missionaries that turn into superstars committed to providing clean, wholesome entertainment, predominantly in the Visayan language. In an effort to stay connected with the country they grew to love, they created their fun show upon returning to the United States. Guys, let's welcome and get to know the super duper cute and funny mga Amerikanong Bisaya. Please welcome Sumner, Connor, Davis, Tillin, and Jake of the Hey Joe Show!
Ayan na, one by one. Ayan na
sila. Kumusta? Magabi.
My God, kagwapo ninyo, oy. Kumusta naman mo?
Okay kaayo. Maayong gabi.
Maayong gabi sa inyo, sa mga Pilipinas. Guys, would you like, one by one ha, would you like to say hi to everyone who's watching right now? Sa mga Bisaya, in Bisaya, Tagalog, or whatever dialect they want. Kinsay una? Sumner, si Sumner.
Ako, sige.
Okay.
Ako din si Sumner. Maayong gabi, maayong buntag sa Philippines. Happy to be here. Miss you guys.
For sure. Okay, Jake, your turn. Oh, mute. Okay, go ahead. Oh. Okay, go.
Ay, wala. Ala.
Na-disconnect ata yung...
Unya ka na daw.
Classic.
Jake. Oo, sige. Okay, Davis, you first. Okay, go. Your second, go. Unya ka si Jake.
Kwan, kay mayong gabi, mayong buntag sa mga Tagalog speakers. Masarap po. Sige.
Oh my God. Connor, your turn. You're on mute, Connor.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat ng mga Tagalog.
Actually, wow.
I'm showing up Davis right there. Mayong gabi, mayong buntag sa tanan ng mga Filipino, wherever you are in the US and abroad. We miss you all so much. So, lipay kayo mga nami Therese over a glass of wine or two tonight. Happy
my God. Oh, Jake, ikaw na saan?
Hello?
Go, Jake.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you.
maits na.
Yup.
Sige, hello sa tanan nga ni Tanaw, sa Visayas, sa Manila, Mindanao, tanan. Hello, we're happy to be here.
Oh my God. Grabe. Gwapuhan yung antod karon.
Kalami pa ninyo, oy.
You guys are still awesome. Like, God, it's been a while, right? Like, you know what? You know, before we talk about that, we have to, of course, welcome you. We have a protocol here. May protocol. So, mayas, kinahanan naamoy, Davis, I think you're on mute. Naamoy, unsa na, drink. Oh, yeah, naay drink. Dili mo magbisaya. Dili mo mag-wine. You can't drink wine.
Dili ra.
Magtubig kami.
Magtubig ra mo. Sa mga bosses, di ba? Okay, let's start. Okay, guys. So, after this, we will have a photo op. Okay, go.
Sige.
Alright.
Excited na ko.
Okay. Sa tanang mga Bisaya o mga Tagalog, my God, guys, let's all welcome ang favorite natong tanan. Hey, Joe! Welcome to Over a Glass or Two.
Cheers, guys. Cling.
Click, click. Okay,
Cling,
okay.
cling.
Okay, go. O, game. Mag-ano ta?
Human.
Kalamit ka, Jigas. Okay, go. Picture ta, ha?
Graduation
Okay.
picture.
Graduation picture ta. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Okay, let's start. Asa man si Tillen?
Si Thailand.
Thailand.
Laagan to bata. Naman to si Thailand.
Nabilin man ako sa kwarto pa si Thailand.
Naadiri si Thailand. Naadiri sa Thailand. Oh my God. Wait, Thailand or Tyler? I know he's Tyler, right?
Thailand.
Okay.
Like,
Jake
Thailand.
get it right.
Ayaw iba ang name niya ba?
Oo, sige. Mura kog naglibog ko.
Pero bago ang lahat, bago tayo magsimula, Davis, nasa kotse ka ba?
Are you in the side of the car?
Maybe.
Kay kanang kwan ba? I have family that is visiting, and you all said find a quiet place. Pero when family is here, there's no quiet place. So naara ko sa kotse.
We understand. And thank you for finding a place.
Good kaayo. Maraming salamat. Pero guys ha, okay, before tayo mag-start sa mga daghan tayong magchika-chika dire. Like, I'm just wondering, like, how did you guys learn Tagalog? Because I know you guys only stayed in the Philippines for only 2 years. Ay, Bisaya pala. Bisaya and Tagalog. Bisaya. So how did you learn Bisaya in a span of 2 years?
It was hard. Lisod jud kayo. Grabe. As in, like, pag-abot na mo sa Philippines, we had like 6 weeks of training before we went to the Philippines, and then we were kind of on our own. So nalibog jud me pag-abot na mo. It was like
wait, is the 6 weeks of training for the school or for the language? For the Bisaya?
For the language.
Oh, for the language.
We did language study in Bisaya every day for hours. We did flashcards and like we learned basic conversational Bisaya and then but when we got to the Philippines, it was like we didn't even learn everything. We forgot everything.
I remember like they would teach us, okay, how do you say, where are you from? You say, taga-asa ka. And so we get to the Philippines and I'm waiting for someone to say, taga-asa ka. But then they're like, asa di inyo? And I'm like, what? I don't know what that means.
Totally different,
That's
right?
not in the flashcards, no.
Oh my God. Okay. But what about you, Davis and Connor? Was it hard too?
Yeah, no, exact same thing. We also in the training school, so we all were at the training together.
Yes.
And they also teach you very like deep, informal Bisaya. It's not like what you hear when you say boo. So we show up and we're talking, we're like ngato sa kahangturan ang like all these
Kanino.
Oh, deep Bisaya good, no? Okay, and then
we can't speak the language at all, but we know like these crazy deep words. So everyone nosebleed yun sila. No idea. So it was funny. Like, walang may idea. We have no idea how to speak Bisaya except for these random lalo, like the deepest words. Jude.
Mga lalum yun na Bisaya.
Yeah.
Oh wow! What about you, Davis?
Oh, kanang same experience, Jude. I remember. So like Connor was saying, it would be like trying to learn a language, just basically reading a dictionary, and then you go like sa English. It would be like if someone came up to you and said like, "Greetings, there, brother. What shall we journey on to?" You just like think that. Things that you would never ever say in real life. That was the stuff we were practicing. And I remember karang first day nako kay akong first assignment sa Bohol, sa Valencia, Bohol. Woo, Boholano.
Woo, Boholano, my dad from Bohol. Okay, go.
Yeah.
But I remember kay sa Bohol pod, like not only Bisaya but like Boholano, so like naho or adjo kanang sahi kaayo ni ilang Bisaya. So sa first day nako, I had a Filipino companion and I asked him, Elder Mejos, like I think we're on the wrong island. I think I learned the wrong language. Okay, this is not Bisaya, Jude. Like just confused.
It's not what you studied, and then you just learned that it's 7,107 islands on a low tide, tide,
or a high tide.
Yeah, but guys, okay, so
wow,
you got the training, but for the people who's tuning in right now and probably just saw you right now and don't know who you are, why did you go to the Philippines? What was the reason?
Yeah, so we served a 2-year mission for our church. And so what we did on our mission was we taught people, and we did service, and we invited people to come to church and things like that. So mauna nga kinalang magkat-on sa language, diba?
Yes. Okay.
Sometimes people would see us, they'd be like, hey Joe, basta Amerikano, basta puti. It's hey Joe, and then they might mauaw sila if they think we only speak English. So,
my God.
nagkat-on mi sa lingwahe para mag-connect.
So, tanang missionaries, but all missionaries, are they as good looking as you guys? And do they speak Tagalog? Bisaya sad?
Buyag.
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 No, seriously. Are they that? Ang ilang criteria ba is before you become a missionary and go to the Philippines, you have to have the looks, the voice, and the intelligence.
They're like you have to spread the word of Jesus, and for them to listen, you have to be handsome. It's something like that.
Is that one of the criteria, or it just so happened that you guys are just all good?
Yeah.
those were actually part of the lessons that we learned, was like how to, how to be pogi, how to look good. No, just kidding.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Could be true.
Okay.
So when we went, like, as missionaries,
yes,
definitely we were not like trying to, we were just like going and teaching about music and things like that. So when we actually, the whole Hey Joe show thing happened much later, and so when we went back to the Philippines, the people on tours and everything would be like, you guys need to get pogie signs and smile and blow kisses, and we were like, what? Like, it's so like weird for us. But then after a few shows, we were out there like,
like
How young were you then when you guys stepped to the Philippines first?
19. Yeah.
19.
Oh, 19. Around
yes,
that.
baby.
So Karon, how old are you guys? Sumner, how old are you, Sumner?
28.
Gulang na.
Oh my, no, bata pa kayo, Jake. You're all the same age?
As well. Yeah, we're all 28.
All the same age.
So, expired na.
Kung losan kayo, di paano na kami.
Diba? Pero wait,
we're the crypt keepers.
Lang ako, imagine mo, if you guys can learn Bisaya, and you guys are like, you have no clue about any dialect from, even Tagalog, because it's the first thing that people knows, like even from the US, Tagalog, right? Not Bisaya. Mm-hmm. But that means anyone can do it too, right? Because you guys really focus.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, you need to have someone with you to speak to you guys every day. Right?
Yeah, for sure. That was kind of our, like, one of the motivations for us starting to make videos, was like we noticed that we couldn't really find a lot of Bisaya content online, right? There weren't many people on social media making Bisaya videos or things like that.
Yes.
So we're like, oh, we can do this and then teach people about Bisaya and get people more interested.
Wait a minute, Jake's voice.
Oo nga eh.
He's very motivated. He's very like, hello guys, I'm Jake.
I know.
Di ba? Podcast mo ni?
Oh, podcast din.
You have a great mic.
Podcast good ni.
This is for recording songs too. We'll get into that
Oh,
later.
that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So wait, you only stayed in the Philippines for 2 years, right?
2 years, yeah.
So during that time, you were just like, missionaries, and you were not celebrities yet. But I'm sure in Cebu, everyone, you have a big fans.
All the girls were
are all like, guapo. Ate Pilar is here. Ate Pilar, one of the best publicists actually in the Philippines is here. Is watching. Yes.
Mateo,
wow.
My mom is also watching.
Pilar.
Daghay mga Bisaya na nagwatch karon. So wait, so after 2 years, you have to go back to the US, right? Mm-hmm. So I know you guys are like from different places, right? Like Sumner. I thought you guys are all from Utah, but no.
Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
we went to school in Utah, pero taga St. Louis, Missouri ko.
Oh, what about you, Jake?
Columbia, Missouri.
Oh, okay. And
Sorry.
Davis?
Kaming duha.
Ako taga Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, wow. And Connor?
City.
I am
Hey.
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. So ako lang ang taga Utah.
Utah.
Oh, from
Tyler
Utah.
pod. Si Tyler
Oh, si
taga
Tyler.
St. George, Utah. So kaming duha ang taga Utah, Jude.
Oh, wow. And then Connor, you're in Queens right now. We're looking for your queen.
Wait. Yeah. Because we're here in Jersey right now, but I live in New York City. We're in New York, New Jersey, and we were surprised that Connor is in Queens. So
What are you doing there?
You're just one jutot away from us. So what are you
Yeah.
exactly doing there, Connor? Please explain to your fans.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
explain.
So I've lived on the East Coast for 5 years now. I've been in New Haven, in Connecticut. So nag-eskwela ko sa New Haven. So duo lang. So I moved from Utah a while ago, and I've
Oh,
been
my God.
Therese to East Coast school.
Oh, what are you taking up?
I'm in medical school.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
What are you planning to
Doctor
practice?
ba?
What kind?
So I'm applying for residency right now. I'm doing plastic surgery.
Wait, in New York?
No. I mean, I'm applying, so I could go anywhere. Na medical school, tapos na residency. So I'll start plastic surgery residency.
Oh my God. Connor, you're the best. OMG.
Alam na
You
this,
can make
ha?
us.
Preserve us.
You can preserve.
Preserve us.
Lupig na.
Yes, you can preserve Sumner, Jake, and Davis, right? Oh my God.
I think we need a little
Dr.
bit of
Connor.
help.
Dr. Connor. Sakit ako.
Ganun, no?
Sakit ako. Ang kasing-kasing nako sakit.
You'll take care of me, no? You'll heal my heart.
Yes.
So okay, wait. So you
yeah.
guys went. Wait. Well, by the way, Sumner. So what do you guys do? And Jake and Davis.
I'm an art director in advertising. So I work at an ad agency in LA.
Oh wow.
And I
Social.
do graphic. Yeah, social.
Oh,
I
you
do graphic
graphics.
design and I make commercials and campaigns and things like that.
Oh my God.
You're still in show business. Pero in
Exactly.
LA. Wow.
Artist good. What about you, Jake?
I actually work with Direct JV.
What?
Oh,
So I'm a software engineer at Google.
You're also
Googleian.
you work in Google?
Googleian.
Wow. Oh my God. Where? Because
I'm inventing that
siya
word.
naman, he's in New York naman siya.
Ako
What
sa
about
Bay
you?
Area.
Sa Bay
Sa
Area.
California.
Galing. What about you, Davis?
So I recently finished up at law school. So I'm like an attorney now, and I'm waiting to see where the first job will be.
Oh my
yeah, I
God.
just passed the bar.
Oh my God.
Wow,
Congratulations.
congrats.
Chicas, don't kill anyone. Just in case you do, you know who to call.
No, I'm just
Exactly.
gonna commit a misdemeanor and something. That would be
Oh
okay.
my
Yeah.
God. Oh my God. Congratulations, guys. As in, wow, kampay ta, magkampay
Oh.
yun ta.
Ay,
You guys
salamat.
we are so proud of you. You're not
Ay,
just,
thank you.
guys, you're
Salamat.
not just good looking. You're not just, you guys are also, you're not just good looking. You're not just like funny. You're also intelligent as well.
Kamo
wow.
gani?
Buyag.
Buyag,
Unsa?
buyag.
Buyag.
Buyag na po.
Unsa? Davis? Unsa question mo?
Kamo, kanang we had to try and be good looking. I like trimmed up my beard a little bit. I knew Jeka sa Jesse. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of beauty.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. It's
and
an
you're very
honor.
successful. We love the what do you call that? The roughness.
Yes. Oh my God.
So rugged.
What do you call that? The one chopping the wood. We love that. The lumberjack.
The lumberjack.
Lumberjack realness. Yes.
Oh,
The
yes.
lumberjack attorney.
Yeah,
Serving.
Oh my
lumberjack
God.
realness.
Tepa. Okay. So, okay, let's go back. So, ning balik mo, you guys went back sa US, right? For 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there any way during that time that, can we just stay for another 2 years?
Yes,
Oh, you
absolutely.
guys asked for it? Oh, what happened?
Well, we just wanted it, like at the end of your 2 years, you grow so close to the people, you make all these friends, you fall in love with this culture and this language, and then it's all of a sudden it's just time to go home. And of course it was like yeah, I'm excited to see my family, but now I have to leave this
You have an
amazing.
extended
There's
family.
there's no way for an extension if you wanted to, basically.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, because for some reason I misconstrue about missionaries. I thought if you're missionaries, you guys will automatically become priest. So when at first I was a fan for so many years, I thought I was like, kagwapo. Sayang. It's not sayang, but it's like, gwapo, Ginoo. Oy,
Sayang mo makatilaw, anak!
Walay makatilaw, Ginoo. Sayang ka. Sayang ka sa mga gapo, oy. Wala gyud makatilaw. Time pa. Speaking of tilaw.
Ayan. Para po sa mga Tagalog, tikim. Tikim po yun.
Tilaw is tikim. Okay.
Oo.
So sa mga tawag dito. So you guys stayed in the Philippines. So speaking of tilaws, speaking of tikim. So did you guys, I don't want to say the word.
Oh my
did you
God,
guys tasted Filipinas? But no. Did you guys dated Filipino girls? Did you guys date it?
Wala, dude.
Bawal?
It's bawal.
Para missionary. Oh.
Okay, so for us, right? We only have 2 years, Jude. So like that's it. And like Sumner was saying, we not only gained so many friends and family in the Philippines, but we had a mission, Jude, and we wanted to be able to like spread the message of love and of happiness to as many people as we could. So in those 2 years, like focused Jude me, we every day was going out and talking to people and trying to help them see if they were in a place where they wanted to receive the gospel. So
we were also there.
But okay, go ahead, go Jake.
We were also there the same time as Yolanda and Katong Linog sa Bohol. So we also did a lot of service, helped package foods and other goods to ship to Tacloban and other places.
Oh my God. Just go very kind pag yun, no? But okay. I know there's none, but I'm sure a lot of girls would.
Magpakatotoo tayo.
Let's talk real. I'm sure there's a lot of girls
ba sila, they
who's
throwing themselves to you and they don't care if you're missionaries.
Or you try to,
and they were willing to go to hell and all that. They don't care.
Or mga ay Ginoo mga temptation Ginoo. Ginoo pasalo ako. I mean, was there a time that you just? I mean, come on, we're all. Let's talk real. We in over glass. We love real talk, but I'm sure there's a lot of women, like who's girls, who's even gays,
girls, gays, and their mothers.
And they're really into. Oh my God!
Look at the babies.
We were bata pamiyadto.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So how did you guys deal with those temptations? if that's the right term.
I mean, we all know that the Philippines is the most beautiful women in the world, diba?
Yes.
She says yes. Yes, you do agree.
Yes.
Yeah, tinood. So, syempre, temptations everywhere. But like Davis was saying, like we always had that focus in our mind that like we want to do really good on our mission. Like we want to like make our families proud, and it was all about God and the message that we were sharing, we really believed in. So that was easy to like just, okay, this is our purpose, this is our message, and we just got to learn this language and spread this news.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so when you went
back, by the way, we're not just saying this. This is like
we know because you're missionaries. We can tell that you guys have like a good heart, a kind heart, aside from the looks. Package, talagang full package na mo, good. But yes, so when you guys went back to the US, I'm sure you miss everyone, right? So what are the first thing that you guys did? Like, were you like confused? Like, let's say while you're talking to your friends and family, you start talking in Bisaya, or you're doing like Filipino traits. Did that happen to you guys?
Yes, I remember when I first got home from my mission, I like just I'd be talking to my family, and they'd say something I wouldn't like, and I'd say unya, just like little Bisaya things that don't have an English translation, and so they'd be like, what are you saying? And I'm like, no, it makes so much sense. Like, just if you could understand Bisaya, you would know like what I'm trying to say that I can't say in English.
Yeah,
my
that
God.
was weird. That's trippy to go.
What
through
about
that
you, Sumner?
experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like you get so used to this language and like the mannerisms and stuff, and so like sometimes you learn things in a different language that just like fit better for what you're trying to express than even your own native tongue. So just like he was saying, like sometimes it's like something wants to come out, but it's only Bisaya or like the mannerisms, like if you don't hear what somebody says, and you like people like just open their mouth and they're like what? And they like keep their mouth open, or they're like they point with their lips. That's over there. And I still do that, like to this
until
day.
now, all of you.
Yeah.
Or passing between people.
Oh yeah.
I know, like
guys.
excuse me for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you're shy, but.
Wow.
I remember one of your videos. I watched it, the American slang one. So, did you guys film that already when you were in the States, and that was your family and friends that you were talking with?
Yeah, one of them was my wife. Now.
Oh wow!
I ended up marrying her. Diba? Is it Marissa in one of those American slang videos?
Bisaya is the language of love, diba? Once you speak Bisaya, it was just love now.
No, because it was a love language. Yeah. Because you were telling. It's funny because you taught them how just to say o dili, and then you asked them the different Visayan questions.
Yep.
And what made me laugh out loud, especially was because there's no ng or nga in the American alphabet, and then and you were making them say kangit-ngit diri or kangit-ngit, and then they would come out.
Oh my God.
Or I remember we also had them say like nakatama ko og baki, like I stepped on a frog.
I stepped on a frog.
And it's like nakatama ko og
baki.
Baki. Oh my.
Baki, right?
So wait, what about you? Okay, so I know. Okay, let's start with Sumner. So you guys, you're happily married with how many kids?
2 kids now.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. So one is 3 and the other is 9 months.
Oh my!
Just
Congratulations.
2 little girls. Yeah, thank you.
Do you guys speak Visayan in the house? Did you teach them your family?
Someone wrote a
haven't
children's
started.
book.
Oh
What
yeah, yeah. I wrote a children's book. I read the
really?
children's book it's called Ang Bahandi, and it's like all in Cebuano, and so sometimes I'll read that to my 3-year-old.
Oh my God!
What's the title again? Bahandi?
Ang Bahandi. It's the treasure.
Oh, see, I don't even know that.
Yeah.
Wait, Bahandi is a treasure?
Bahandi, yeah.
Lalong kaayo.
Sa Cebuano na.
Bahandi. Ay, no. Murag, daghan pa ko yung Bisaya na wala pa. Okay. Lalong na kaayo. What about you, Jake? Are you, do you have family or?
Yeah, so I've been married for a few years now. No kids though.
No kids yet. What about you, Davis?
I've also been married a few years. No kids, but my wife and I have this little stuffed hedgehog that we name Gigi, and we pretend like it's our pet.
That's so cute.
And Davis, how long have you guys been living in your car? I'm just joking.
It's been about an hour so far.
An hour.
Yeah.
What about you, Connor? You're single and ready to mingle?
Na ako'y uyab. Karon.
Ooh.
How many kids?
No!
Who's the lucky girl? What's that?
Wala pa'y asawa, wala pa'y mga bata. So, I'm happily in a relationship karon, but ako ray haven't gotten the guts to seal the deal and get married yet. So.
Oh, you're still young. What about Thailand? Asa si Thailand? Thailand is married as well?
Oh,
I mean, not na po sa Thailand.
Oh my God, happily
Sorry,
married.
Jcass.
I know, sorry, Jacobs.
It's okay. I'm not
Sorry.
jealous. I'm not a jealous person.
I know.
Next time na lang.
He knows how to share.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
could share, yeah.
I know. So wait, okay, when you went back to the US, and how many years or months or weeks did you guys decided to like, you know what, we miss the Philippines so much. Let's come up with Hey Joe Show. Who came up with that idea first?
We kind of had this idea while we were living in the Philippines. So like every time someone would talk to us, Connor kind of mentioned this, right? If you see Naiputi, it's Hey Joe, right? That's what they would call us. And then we were just like, oh, we should make some Bisaya videos, post them online, and share the Bisaya language.
Oh, so, you know what? It's so funny because in the US they call Joe. In here it's like Uncle Sam. Imagine if they call you guys Uncle. Hey, Uncle Sam. I'm sure the name of the
Hey,
show.
No,
Sam.
it's not gonna be the
Uncle
same.
Sam.
It's gonna be a
Sam
different
show.
demographic of fans. Okay.
I know,
Yeah.
because Uncle is like for mga tiguang ba, mga tiguang old people. Because here, di ba, it's like, ay, Ginoo si Uncle Sam, oy, kadakok, gikuha sa ako ang paycheck, Ginoo, right? Si Uncle Sam,
Ano yung dako na
Diba?
sinasabi mo
Oo,
dyan? Okay.
laing dako, ang paycheck, ang tax nato, Ginoo.
Okay.
So you guys came out, okay, so you guys started, like, how many weeks before you guys decided to, like, let's start this, let's film it? How did it start? Kwento. Sige, istorya sa ubad.
Oh, grabe. I think, well, we came home and we were roommates. And we started planning immediately, like right there on the spot. And then we waited. Thailand came home after us, like a couple months, because he was just in a different batch. And pag ulit ni Thailand, that's when we started our first video. Like the day he came home, we made our first video.
What was the first video?
Oh, kato kanang we were just introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
We're like, ako day si Sumner, hilig ko og kanta. And then we like just did these like little funny jokes.
Ako si Jake, ganahan kaayo kog pan. That's
I've
it.
seen it.
Yeah.
And then katong si Davis.
My part, I'm pretty sure I just said, ako di ay si Davis. O ganahan ko sa Pilipinas. And I like ran around with a Philippines flag.
Yes, I've seen that. And then I think Connor was like, everyone was like, mabaligyan na to, right? Was it you?
I don't know. No, that
You
was,
were the-
that was Thailand. So Thailand.
Oh,
was in
Thailand,
Vietnam.
okay.
We were all speaking Bisaya, and Bisaya me, sulti si Thailand. Like he was acting like he couldn't understand, and then sabot di ay siya.
Oh, kana.
And then nag-viral, no?
Oh,
Grabe.
yeah.
Naagid mo'y naamoy purpose.
Did you expect it to be viral when you guys were making it?
No.
Not that
No.
viral, no.
If we had known how popular that video was going to be, we would have worked a lot harder on it. We released that, and it was supposed to be something that we could share with our friends in the Philippines, just so they could give us some feedback. But I remember, I think Medyo Maldito was like the first kind of sikat person to share it. And then after he saw it, then like Bong Navarro saw it, and then a bunch of other like Bisaya personalities, and then it started getting to like Tagalog personalities. And so first off, shout out Medyo Maldito. We love you, Roy. Because I don't
Love
know.
you.
I don't know if we would have been able to have the experiences we had if it hadn't have been for Roy. But yeah, we were not expecting that to be the video that like put us on the map.
Right.
My God, because that was when I first saw it too. I was like, wow, this, because during that time there was no Bisaya that who could speak Americano who could speak Bisaya, just like you guys. So you guys actually started it, right? You started it, and then after that we started seeing, like different ethnicities starting to speak Bisaya or Tagalog. But what about Tagalog? How come are you fluent in Tagalog too, or not really?
Hindi po. Hindi.
No. Yeah, because
My kampo ako na Tagalog. So I actually have a twin brother that when I lived in Cebu, siya nakatira sa Manila, in Quezon City. So when I go home and see my brother, he can speak Tagalog fluently and I speak Bisaya. So he's taught me some Tagalog. so I can understand a little bit. But
And Connor and I took a Tagalog class together.
It's also true.
Oh, wow.
We're trying to learn Tagalog. It's just
Mahirap talaga.
Mas mahirap kaysa sa Bisaya.
Because there's a lot of Filipinos or Cebuanos or Filipinos who live in the Visayas that they rather speak English rather than learn Tagalog because it's so hard, and they find it weird. They sound weird to them.
Yeah. I'm sure you miss the Philippines so much. Nahirapan kayo. Parang ang cute, no? And you know what I noticed too? If you guys speak, let's say you're speaking English, right? And you speak Bisaya and then English, ang inyong in English nagmurag Bisaya na sad, no? That's how you do it, right? You give let's say, let's eat, kaon. Pag nag-Tagalog mo, ay nag-Bisaya na mo, and then in English, ang in English yung yun nyo, as in murag bisdak yun.
And speaking of bisdak, I just want to say hi to our friends in Queens, si Cory at saka si Era. They always watch us.
Jory, hi. Mga Bisaya, mga from Queens. Hi, nag-watch karon, grabe. So karon, okay. So ni uli. Oh yeah. So
from Queens, Connor, give your address. They can meet up with you.
Oh my God, Connor.
Yeah. Connor, I'm going to join them, yes, tomorrow.
Wait, Connor, by the way, until when are you staying in Queens?
I leave this next week. I'm only here for a few days.
Oh my God, I hope you should have told us earlier. No, have we known now? So we can have dinner or something.
We could have taken you to the hole-in-the-wall places, not the touristy ones.
Yeah, just in case, hey, you never know, right? Maybe by next week you still have, time. So let's see. And maybe you guys will come to New York too for a show.
We need to visit now.
Sure.
We'd love. That would be so fun.
Did you guys visit New York? Like all of you? Sumner, Jake, and Davis, not yet? Or you did?
I've been there to New York before. Yeah.
Individually.
Individually.
Yeah.
But imagine if you have a show in New York. Oh God. A lot of the Bisaya, mga producers diha.
Daghan pag Bisaya dire.
Ay, daghay Bisaya dire, uy. Daghan gyud. Wait, tayo pa. So, what are the things that you miss about the Philippines? Kay dugay naman mo, no? Wala ka balik sa Pilipinas. When was the last time you visited the Philippines?
I went in 2017, I think, or 2018.
Oh, by yourself.
Bago lang pud ka nagbalik. Bago ka lang bumalik pala. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it was like I went for the Philippines pageant, and I performed at the Miss Cebu, or Binibining Cebu. The pageant. And so I was one of the performers there, and me and Thailand were able to fly for like a day. We were there for less time than we were in the air flying.
Oh wait, you only stayed for a day? And
yeah,
you
we
went back?
performed, and then we had to.
For the
I
show
had to get
only,
back to school.
Oh my
Because I was
God.
finishing up school, so it was a crazy quick trip. But we miss it so much. Yeah.
But the one that when was that time that you went back to the Philippines and you were like
Hi, Gladys,
on a mall
June.
tour? Oh, hi.
Gladys.
Hello, June.
Hi, Gladys.
Gladys is one of our OG fans. Like she's one of
We love Gladys.
Oh, hi, Gladys.
She's now in New
number
Zealand.
one.
Oh my God. Hi, Gladys. Oh, guys, my heart. Aw. So when was that what year was that when you went back to the Philippines and you did a lot of mall shows and everyone are like screaming? When was that?
Like, oh my God, the decibels, our ears. Oh my God, the screaming Filipino girls.
Nabuang yun ko ninyo, uy.
Talo nyo pa ang Backstreet Boys when they did the
I
tour.
know. When was that? Did you guys
that was
expect it?
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, speaking of the decibels, I remember we had one show and it was in a mall and we were staying in a hotel that was attached to the mall.
Yeah.
And I went over to the mall to do a sound check before the show. And this was probably an hour before the show. And this was in Cagayan de Oro. And I go out on stage to do a sound check.
We love you.
And there were so many cheers that I could not hear anything. Like, I couldn't hear the sound check at all.
Oh my
An
God.
hour before,
Wow.
it was crazy.
Amazing crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Grabe.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
There
Look
you
at that.
go.
Look at that. But I know
Grabe.
like one of the songs, the famous songs that you one of my favorite, the Morena.
My Morena girl.
My Morena
My
girl.
Morena girl.
Oh,
It's well written and
yes, it was
it's
catchy, very
it's a catchy,
catchy.
nice song. Who wrote that?
Yeah. That was written by Jude Gita Mondok and Therese Villarante.
At Fat
And
Boys
then
Productions.
we Fat Boys Productions. And they kind of started this movement of music, Bisaya music, and they started Kadasig. And then we had the honor of recording a song with them, and
Yes.
it was My Morena Girl, and it was such a fun experience. Grabe.
Oh my! And then after a
Alright.
while, I know you. When did you guys? I know that it's been like how many years that you were not that active. You're not posting a lot of videos and photos. What happened? What happened? Was it 5 years already or 4? It's been 4.
It's a few
Yeah,
years.
Five,
Yeah,
I think
four.
it's fine.
4 or 5
5.
years, right?
4 or 5 years.
What happened? What were you guys doing during that time that you were like, just stop?
Kaaway me, not me fall out. Lit up.
Drama.
Tinuod ba na? Is that true?
What happened?
Yeah,
Nga naman.
we used to all live together, so we could make
Yeah.
videos all the time. But then Connor moved to the East Coast, Davis moved to the East Coast, I moved to California, Sumner moved to California, so we were all over the place.
So basically, you went back to reality. Reality
I
of
know.
your life
Sayang
here in the
ako,
States.
you know? But it's not sayang, you know why? Because even after 5 years, my God, you have a new album. So wait, tell us about that album. We'll talk about
Teka
more
muna,
about
my
you
God.
guys.
Isa na. Padung nako, padung nako ni mo. O, diba?
Oh my God. We
Wow.
even shared it.
Ay,
It was really catchy. We even
Salamat.
First
shared it.
listen, first
Like,
listen.
oh my God.
It's done, yes.
Yeah. So
That was
who came up with that?
Jake.
Oh, Jake. So what
Jake.
happened?
Yeah. So
Okay, go.
I think like a year ago, I was really interested in writing a new song. So Jude and Therese wrote My Morena Girl a few years ago, and we recorded it, had such a fun time. And then probably 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to write a new song, and then did nothing for the next year. But then, yeah, like probably 9 months ago, worked with Therese Villarante again. She's from Cebu. She helped write the lyrics for Padung Nako, and then wrote the music. Sumner helped write the song, and then we flew out and recorded it here in the Bay Area.
Oh wait, so you guys flew in the Bay Area? Ning lupad mo tanan?
Sumner
Akora.
came out, and
And then-
Connor.
Yeah, Connor
Oh.
surprised me. I didn't know that he was gonna be there, and he was hiding in the back seat.
Oh, that's
That's a
so
great
cute.
surprise.
So oh my God, that's a beautiful,
Diba?
beautiful song, guys.
May
You
lyric
check
video na. Talaga
this
usong-uso kayo, may
out.
lyric video pa kayo, diba?
Grabe. So are you guys, do you have plans of going back to the Philippines to promote a mall
Going
tour?
to-
or
yeah, together.
for another show, concert?
That would be amazing. Pag my time.
Pag may
It's-
time.
it's- yeah, it's just been hard to find time because we all, med school, law school, and jobs and kids,
True.
Oo nga eh.
So,
uso pa naman ngayon kasi now is
we
the
would love to.
Yeah, it's uso ngayon yung nostalgia time, di ba? The return of the comeback of our famous
Oh,
our
yeah.
favorite sitcoms, our
yeah.
favorite
True.
boy
True,
bands.
Because
Diba?
even
Yeah.
if dugay na muna sa sa social media,
O sa circulation,
sa circulation, pagbalik ninyo, grabe, people are still there.
You still got it, guys. May asim pa kayo.
Naapamoy, aslum. Ang aslum is
Kamyas yun. Kumbaga, mas mature na kayo ngayon. Pero gwapo
Mas
pa
lami,
din.
mas lami,
Oo.
mas lami.
Oo.
Mas lami.
Mas lami
It's like
pa.
Aslum. It's like Aslum.
Aslum.
No, kasi may Tagalog kasi, di ba, parang may asim pa yan, di ba? How do you say that in Bisaya? Like, may asim pa yan, di ba? Do you understand may asim?
Yeah, still got it.
It's like, you
Yeah,
still got it. You still got
basically.
it. But
Indirectly,
how do you
it
say
means
it in
you still got
Bisaya?
it.
You still got it.
Guwapo gyapon.
Gwapo gihapon or gwapo gihapon.
Yapon.
Oh, gwapo gihapon or gwapo gihapon, right?
Yeah.
Napa. Yeah.
Naapa kay charm.
Teleserye.
Yeah.
Pero
Wait, time pa. Speaking of teleserye, wala ba mo'y plan katong naamo sa Pilipinas? Plan na or naaba yung nag-ask sa inyo na, huy, come on, let's do a movie. Did anyone ask you guys?
Yeah, I think the same people that like Jude, Gita Mondoki, and Therese, like they're just they're so talented. and they're constantly doing things to promote the Bisaya community and culture, and they wrote a screenplay, and that was in the works, but maybe later.
Imagine, no? Because how come you guys didn't pursue it? Like, you were like, hey, I missed the fame and this and that in the Philippines. Why can't we do it? I know.
Yeah, couldn't you do it like you're doing it?
Let's try the Hollywood or something like that.
Not as missionaries anymore, but come back as regular Joes in the Philippines as a boy band, or
a boy band. Because you guys have the
You're not allowed to
voice.
do that as well. When before.
I actually was reached out to. Bench Body wanted me to be one of their plus size underwear models, but I just didn't think that was. Joke.
We love inclusivity.
It's like plus size, Davis.
It's still there. It's still there. Oh my God.
Inclusivity in 2021.
In 2021.
Oo.
But wala mo'y plan. Wala ba'y nag...
Abi na mo kay na mo yung single kay mo magbalik na mo maggrupo ba magkanta
or go to the tour. Pero wala mo'y plan good before na mo, let's just pursue this and go to the next level, which is the US. You never had that dream?
No. There was a time that all of us were like very seriously discuss me, like, should we all move to the Philippines? Like, let's do it. Try taani sa Philippines full-time Jude. So we thought about it, but it was nakalisod mi kay like the reality. We all had family here. It's not easy for them to just move. Also, we're very proud that we have been a voice for the Bisaya language that we love and the people that we love. But I think that in the Philippines, a lot of the mass media still doesn't totally recognize and pay Bisaya the same way that they would Tagalog artists.
Sure.
And so actually a lot of our friends that we were talking about that are these super talented Bisaya artists, even they have a really hard time persisting and just doing what they love and creating, because the financial incentives aren't the same for Bisaya as they are for Tagalog, which is something that we're trying to sort of that's why we want to promote Bisaya and kind of help bring it to the bigger national stage.
Yeah, we loved making videos, but we were terrible at making money. So we made lots of videos and had a lot of fun, but it just wouldn't have worked, at least with what we were doing to provide for our families.
Yeah, we gotcha. Yes, that's the downside.
That's the downside. Yeah. But you know what? You have no clue how many Filipino people, even not Bisaya, the whole Filipino people are so proud of you. You made everyone like smile.
Yes.
Sa tinudra. So every time, ay dire siya. Hala, nosebleed, mga Tagalog. Sorry.
Mga Tagalog na they're watching nosebleed daw.
Kasi
keep up, guys.
Keep up. I'll be honest with you guys. Very proud because every time we see Americans who speak, it doesn't matter if it's not Tagalog, basta who speaks the dialect of Filipino, any dialect, it makes us so proud. Like, you guys love us
because you embrace
so
it
much.
Because us Filipinos, we have the tendency of, because we're very westernized even when we are in the Philippines, and now going in here, we sometimes forget about Filipinism, and we become real Americans. And you guys we're really proud of you because you embrace. It's the reverse. You embrace basically
diba?
What we left in
Proud
there.
Proud mi sa inyo. Grabe.
Ay, salamat. Thank you so much for saying that.
Imagine, I feel like during your past life, you guys are like Filipinos. What a Filipino gid mo, no? But is there any traits, American traits, American and Bisaya traits that are something in common? Do you think
now that you've
been in Manila, in the Philippines, naabay traits?
I think.
Go ahead, Connor.
Ikaw.
Okay.
Nagkahiyaan pa to, nag-ulaw. Okay, go. Go, Davis.
Ako di. before going on my mission, I met someone from Cebu, and I remember asking, like, what can you tell me about the Philippines and the Visayas and Cebu? And she said that people, like, each island, it kind of has its own personality, right? And that that makes sense. And I think that it's the same in the United States. Like we've been able to live in a lot of different places, and each place definitely has like its own culture and its own personality. Sure. But one of the things that I really liked about being in the Visayas is there's a, like, people are proud to be Pinoy, and you see that especially when you have like OPMs and people who are excuse me, OPM, original Filipino music. I meant like overseas work.
OFW.
Yes.
OPM. I'm like, yeah, you'd see it in the OPM so much.
Yes.
No, but like, I'm just, it rubbed off on me. I saw so many people who were proud of their culture, proud of their, proud of their language, proud of their food. And it made me, like, it got me excited about it. It made me want to learn. It made me want to try. And so I think that we really believed in that as part of the Hey Joe show. Is even though Bisaya traditionally hasn't gotten as much representation in like media and culture as Tagalog, we believed that if people had some exposure to it, if they could get a taste and see what Bisaya culture was all about, hopefully we would be like just kind of the first step, and then they could meet Bisaya folks, they could meet Filipinos who could teach them more about like the real stuff.
Oh, what about you, Connor? You were about to say something earlier.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think we learned that laughter and like music connects everyone.
Yes.
And so, but like what you said about us, that's why we're so proud of, you guys for what you're doing on the podcast. You see it as things like this, entertainment, laughter, music. It connects Filipinos and non-Filipinos like all over the world. And so I think whether you're in the US or whether you're in the Philippines, we learned that like our love for Filipino culture and just laughter brings us all together. And that was the focus of the Hey Joe show. And that's like also what you're doing with this podcast. So like, proud kayo mi sa inyo, okay? Kamo.
Salamat kayo, uy.
What you're doing is like what we wanted with the Hey Joe show. So kamo ang like heroes pod namo nakabuhat moging manani and continue to Filipinos everywhere. It's awesome.
Oh my God.
You're very welcome, Connor. I'm just talking to Connor. Like you're very welcome, Connor.
Kamorang duha.
Murag wala na siya nadunggan na.
Muli na kog broccoli ugma kay kaunta sa crystals dito.
The rest of us are trying to talk and JCast is just ignoring us.
It's just like dazing. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. So si Connor na lang. Pero time pa. What about ang mga pagkaon? I'm sure it's been a while, right? So do you cook the Filipino food now?
Do you always go?
Do you guys
traverse to the Filipino
food,
restaurants?
Or you cook
if there
Filipino
is,
food?
wherever you are?
Especially mga pandesal in ana.
Yeah, syempre.
I saw on one of the like previews for the show, there was someone that's going to perform at The Fort in San Francisco. And that's a Filipino restaurant that all of us have eaten at here in the Bay Area. So The Fort, love The Fort.
What about you, Sumner?
Ako, hilig ko og luto. Just in general, I love to cook. So, of course, I still remember like some of my companions or akong mga kauban when we were missionaries. Or, I don't know if you've ever seen missionaries, naka-white, naka-necktie. They're always in twos. A lot of the time, my kauban was Filipino, and he would teach me how to cook like adobo, mongoose, buwad, ginamos, yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah, saging gilungag.
Gilungag og na ginamos, mukaon mo?
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
No way.
Yeah,
How
but
the
but
heck?
here I don't have ginamot.
No, that was what I'm
Just
about to
dito sa
ask. Summer,
That's
because
weird.
if in your family, if you look cook buwad there, what does your wife say? Oh my God!
Baho- it
Oh,
smells.
Dili pwede.
Nabay
Dili
na matay
pwede
na bakit
dili
dire unsa ba na?
Iro na baho. Oh my God.
Or whatever that baho is, we're not gonna mention it, but you guys know what it resembles. That's love.
Yeah,
Buang yun ka,
my
oy.
wife doesn't
Yes.
let me cook buwad dili sa balay, so adobo na lang or yeah,
Lumpia.
or like
Oh, lumpia.
lumpia.
What's your,
Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Davis and Connor? Do you cook Filipino food too?
So I'm always looking for Filipino restaurants where I am, or even sometimes you'll find at least in places I've lived, like Asian restaurants that have a few Filipino specialties, and it's never quite as good as like food from the Philippines
Yeah.
mismo, but I still really enjoy having some of those flavors in my life, and even if it's just lumpia from like the frozen food section,
It doesn't matter.
It's okay.
you do what you can.
Just fry it. Just
Exactly.
fry it in a fresh oil, and then
And that's
it's
it.
good to go.
It's
Yeah.
good to go.
Oh, look
What
at-
about you, Connor?
Yeah,
What
and
about you,
Connor,
Connor?
It's just that no matter what I eat, cereal, pasta, anything, I just add lots of MSG.
Magic startup.
Buhaton, yeah.
Uso pa ba MSG ngayon? Parang hindi na, sa Chinese
Oh,
food pa yata yung MSG.
You guys, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys are more Filipino than other Filipinos that I know. I
Summer's taking
swear.
us to a tour on his mansion.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
My
Yes,
mansion.
I can see.
It's
How about guys?
900 square foot.
I know you're missing lechon Cebu. How about that? Or lechon in
Oh.
particular.
Oh, alam mo.
And siomai
chicharron,
sa tisa.
fresh chicharron.
Chicharon.
Oh my God.
God.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make you guys jealous. Tomorrow is birthday of our director. He's
So,
in the
ugma.
background. No, ugma namin dakog lechon dire. We have a big
Sabi,
lechon.
Naami ano? Oo.
Ay, Connor, malapit ka lang dito.
I
Jersey
know.
City. So,
Ali, dire,
I'm
ali, dire.
enticing you with lechon.
Come on, let's go. Kuhaon ka na mo sa trend.
Oh, sunduin ka namin.
Naami, we have I don't know if you know bistek.
Oh yeah.
Beefsteak is beefsteak.
Og na ay katong Shanghai ba? Kalami sa Shanghai. Og na ay pansit. Og na ay
Wow.
Sinigang.
Oh my God. Og unsay sinigang. Sinigang.
Kana akong paborito. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Unsay paborito? So, Sumner is sinigang.
Sinigang o sisig. Sisig pod.
Ay, ugma na ay sisig. Na ay bango sisig og pork sisig.
Gipalaway na nimo sila.
Jake, unsay favorite nimo?
Favorite nako is probably chicken halang-halang.
Oh my
What's that?
God. Chicken halang-halang.
It's like
chicken, spicy
Bicol
chicken. It's
Express.
like
Yeah, it's like spicy
Oh,
coconut.
okay. All right.
God, kalami. Ginoo. What about you, Davis? Unsay favorite nimo?
Ako probably mongos, and I really miss ampalaya for breakfast. Very good.
Ampalaya with egg.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God,
you have to eat ampalaya with egg. Otherwise,
With egg.
it's too.
Oh yeah, it's just.
Oh my. What about
Yeah,
you, Connor? What about you, Connor?
I love sinigang, but also just like inasal, mang inasal.
Mang
Mang
inasal.
inasal. We missed that
Only
too.
rice.
For years I've been saying like I want a franchise to mang inasal in the US just so I can.
Can you do that, please?
rice? Okay, lami ka tanan.
Yeah, please do it. We've been waiting.
Seriously.
We've all been waiting.
Guys,
very-
please
very-
do it.
Very, very quickly, I just want to give a shout out to all of the Mang Inasal employees that come around with a big bucket of rice and
Oh.
give you your
Only rice.
Thank you
Only
for your service.
Thank you.
Daghang
Rice
salamat
pa, sir.
sa tabang
Oh my
ba.
God.
I've got a question for you, J. Cass and Jesse.
Okay, go.
If you go to Mang Inasal, how many cups of rice do you eat?
Two. I can only eat two.
Oh!
Oh,
Two.
sometimes three.
Ano lang?
What about you, Jackass?
I try not to really because it's carbs on carbs on carbs. But for the one time that I'll be coming to Mang Inasal,
You can eat
because
10.
I can eat more than you can imagine.
What about you guys?
Like
What
a
about you guys?
construction worker, baby.
Katong mga construction worker ba na kinamot.
Yeah.
What about you, Sumner, Jake, and Davis? Like Sumner, how many rice can you eat?
I think maabot 4 or 5.
4 cups.
Oh my God,
4
Jake,
cups.
4. Davis, Connor?
I'm probably 4, but sometimes they would come around with the sabaw as well, and then you can like eat it. You know, like put some of the rice in the soup, and then you eat that, and then that. Usually that means more rice.
Yeah.
What about you, Connor?
True Filipino.
Depends on if I'm ordering a turong split or halo-halo to top it off, because
Oh my good.
Ala,
You know,
datu.
I need to hold back a little bit.
Dr. Gani.
Grabe.
Oh my God,
Guys, we need to do a mukbang already of all this food talk.
And Manginasal, you should sponsor the podcast.
Oh my God.
Yes.
We'll
Oh
work
my
on that.
God.
Yes.
Grabe. Do you guys have...
Today's
You have no-
episode of Over a Glass or Two is sponsored by the PM 1.5 Spicy Paa.
Yes.
Uy, mukhaon ba mug katong Betamax,
Yes,
katong mga
chicken,
inana,
chicken feet.
mga chicken feet, mga isaw,
Yung street food talaga. Oh. Adidas, yes.
Balut.
ug balot.
Oh,
Mukhaon yapon.
Yeah.
Grabe gyud mo, uy. I mean, seriously, I don't understand because I've known a lot of non-American like who went to the Philippines and lived there. They're still like, no, I don't eat. But kamo tanan mukhaon bisag ang ginamos og unsa na katong saging the banana na ginuag. Grabe.
Oh.
Ayan, sabi ni Chris Abne, gigutom pod ni kunin yung sige istorya kanon. Ay nako, Chris Abne, if I were you, grab a snack and come on back. Yes.
Oh my God. So wait,
Good.
ito I'm just curious. What's yung mga favorite moment na
Pinaka-memorable
memorable
ninyo
moment nyo while you were in the
individually, ha?
Philippines? Sumner
Oh my
first.
goodness. Wow, I just went right back to having dinner with this family in Lamak.
Okay.
You know Lamak, Cebu. It's like by Pinamungahan. I remember having dinner with them in their house, and it was a simple meal, but it meant so much to me. You know, it was a quiet night. I could hear like vidjoki in the background. You know, I could hear the sounds of the night, and I just remember feeling just like full. You know, just like really happy to be there, and I felt connected with the family. Here I am in the mountains of Cebu, like thousands of miles away from my home, but I still feel like I'm home, you know?
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
that's
yeah.
so
I
sweet.
that's the first thing that came to my mind, but there are millions of moments, you know?
And,
The
and
moments
you're
for
lucky because
sure.
you're at Cebu, one of the most beautiful islands in the Philippines, plus the beaches, guys, right?
Oh, the beach too. My
yes.
God. Yeah. What about you,
Unmatched.
Jake? Yes. What about you, Jake?
One of my favorites was when we recorded our first song, My Morena Girl. So we had just met Jude and Therese who wrote the song, and we just hung out with them all day and recorded the music video. And we just met, but it was like we had been friends for years and years. So that was awesome. So we got to travel all around Cebu City, record the song, and made a bunch of new friends.
Oh my God. Dami ha? Okay, go. What about you, Davis?
So if you don't mind, I'll share kind of one as a missionary and then one as a member
Of
of the Hey
course.
Yeah,
Joe.
yes,
Go
of
ahead.
course, go
Yes,
ahead.
yes.
So my missionary moment is a lot like Sumner's. I was in Toledo, Cebu for about 3 months, and I had an opportunity to get to know a family really well. And on one of my last nights in Toledo, we had like a big dinner together, and just in such a short time, I remember feeling like these people are my brothers and sisters, my mom and dad, like, feeling so close to them, and just wishing that moment never had to end. And then I remember, I mean, every single time the Hey Joe show stepped out onto a stage, we felt so much love and so much gratitude for the people who stood in line, or who bought something from the mall so that they could stand closer to the stage. But our very first show was in Dumaguete, and we had kind of planned the tour ourselves. Like, no one said, "Hey, you guys should come to the Philippines." We just said, "Hey, we should try this. This would be fun." And we were hoping for 25 people, and we said, "Look, if we can get like 20 or 30 people, we'll be really high energy. And then maybe by the end, enough people will stop and kind of watch what we're doing as to where we could have maybe 100 people." And we were driven back to like backstage, and we couldn't see right in front of the stage because there was a backdrop, but we could see that up top, the entire like upstairs was filled wall to wall. And as soon as the van entered the mall, just screams like, "Ah!" And they were screaming, and they didn't realize that in the van we were screaming because like we were prepared for what if no one shows up. We were not prepared for what if everyone shows up and what if everyone is crazy. So that was fun.
Memorable.
Jesse, Jacobs, I hate to do this. I have 2% on my on my computer, and my coche, it's not like social jude, so I don't have an outlet. So I have to go. This has been so fun.
It's okay.
Bye,
Thank
David.
you, Davis.
Thank you, Davis. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Davis. Mwah. I hope si Tilan
Bye,
no
Gabbies.
magpartog yun ta. Let's go. We're gonna have a part 2. Okay.
Sige.
Yes. What about you, Connor?
Yeah, I think it's hearing everyone else. It's like the same things. I think, my mission. I remember being on a beach in Amlan in Negros, where the family that I was visiting, we didn't have like electricity. It was like a candle at dinner on the beach, and they had like killed one of their chickens and cooked it just for like me. And I knew they didn't have much to spare, and yet they like sacrificed a big part of their food just to try to show that they cared about me.
Oh my.
And that was something I don't think I'd ever felt that type of like showing of love from anyone before. Like having so little and giving everything they had to me. And so that really touched me. And I think from that, like all the Hey Joe show, that's been the coolest part about it, is just how like loving everyone is and how much they love us. It's truly insane. Like, kanang sa like YouTube or social media, kasagaran na ay like haters everywhere, right? Like someone puts a video and it's just like bullying, like, "Oh, pangit ka, stupid." Like we've just been like loved from day one, and I don't even think we deserve it, but everyone's just been so like cool and Jude Kayo, and so we really get that, and it's amazing. So,
my God,
Good vibes, kanunay.
Tanan. Because you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. Filipinos, I know Filipinos are one of the most loving people, right?
And
like
warm and
always
hospitable,
warm
yeah.
and
And I know
hospitable,
you-
always smiling.
That's why you love us and the
Yes,
Philippines.
and they love you because you always you reciprocate, the love that the Filipinos are giving to you guys.
Even if Connor, if the juxtaposition is that they show you their love by slitting the neck of the chicken live in front of you.
Oh my God.
I just had to ruin that.
escalated
I just had to ruin the moment. I'm sorry. That's how
talaga. Oh my God.
Gugma.
Grabe,
Tinood mo
no?
gugma.
Yeah.
I know. I'll be
True
honest
love,
with you. Just
sacrificing.
looking at you guys look like yung mga Abercrombie models.
Still, yeah.
Right?
I know.
Hello.
You still can get it. Still can get it. Yes.
underwear models though.
Mga unsa bench plus, no?
You guys look like
well,
Abercrombie workers who work in the warehouse and pack boxes.
Exactly.
Yes.
No. Us.
That's
us,
us.
not
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
us.
Us,
Yes.
that's us.
Yeah. So she's my boss and I am the worker.
The worker. My God, guys. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you.
Ay,
I hope next
salamat
time
din sa
it will
inyo.
be like the whole group. for part 2 if you got, and then feel free to
Yes,
reach
yes.
out just in case you have like a new album or anything that you want to promote.
Siyempre.
Reach out to us and we definitely
And we'll post it in our page.
and if you want a
Oh,
second,
thank
third,
you.
fourth, the show over a glass or two will always be here to, of course, promote you and always support you guys. My God.
Ay, salamat.
Take away
Salamat
that.
kayo.
Salamat, yun.
Is there like what's your plan? Like, let's say 5 years from now, what's your plan? What about career wise? And hey Joe.
With Hey Joe, so we hope to continue to make music. Bisan dili mi makahimo og mga video always like we did before. We can still hopefully make music, release that every now and then. Jake is so talented with the music, so I'm excited to work with him on that as well. And when we do get together, hopefully we'll make music. But I mean, it's just so amazing to have this makanunayong connection sa Philippines. Just even though we don't make videos, we will always have this connection. We will always love the Philippines, Bisaya, the language, the people. Yeah.
Wait, are you guys going to make a music video even if it's just virtual like this, like boxes? Because uso naman yun eh.
Oh, pwede po. That's a good idea.
Your fans are gonna love that.
Oh
Even
my
just
God.
like this.
Oh,
and
guys.
then you just fancy edit it and
If
whatever.
I were you guys,
they're gonna
do
eat it up.
even a
yeah.
podcast.
Sige.
You guys,
Will you
Yeah.
guys be in our music video?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
Jcast, we
Yeah.
can hire you to
We really
hire
need
you to be the star.
backup
Yes.
dancers, mag-sexy dance,
mga sexy dance time.
I'm gonna get my glittery tutu already. If somehow I'm gonna be able to use it finally in your music video. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
We'll have you
guys.
budots. You're gonna budots
Mga
in the
budots,
background.
no? But guys, at Tinuod you guys can really do a podcast. 5 of you.
Ay, salamat.
Try
That's
nyo,
a good
Magbisaya
idea.
and
That's a
Tagalog.
good
Yeah,
idea.
if you have time, pa.
No,
yeah,
if you
just
guys
there,
have
yeah.
time, because you guys can,
Yeah.
because you guys are very intelligent. The way you guys speak, you speak with it makes sense and very I don't know, like it touches a lot of people's hearts, especially mga Filipinos.
Salamat.
Guys, do
Especially
it
now that you're in your different level of your life now with your
with your family.
with your family
No.
and Connor's future fiance.
Yes.
Not me. Wish ko lang.
Wait. Si Sumner na ay gisulti kanina, wala siya katubag si Connor o si Jake katong ang dream nila or plan or dream nila 5 years from now or with si Sumner nagtubag naman. Connor with Hey Joe.
Yeah, I think Sumner answered. I think that Jake is really, killing it with the music. He's doing amazing things. So na-adjud me plans nga mag-release of bagong songs. And even though we aren't making new videos very often, we are still doing things kanang here or there. So for those of you who might be watching, wala pa naka-follow sa Amoa, we have a TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. Actually, lately we've done more sa TikTok kay mas current na siya kaysa Facebook.
Yeah, siya yung trending ngayon eh. Oo.
Yes.
So we have all of those, and we still are occasionally posting either kanang like throwback videos nga i-repost na mo ang video nga nabuhat na mo sa una. Okay, we have so much footage that there's a lot of things we can post, and we're still doing some new things. So it's not as often as it was, but I think for anyone still looking for Bisaya content, if you follow us, you will see kanang mga Bisaya nga kanta, mga video, mga tanan. So we're dili pa mi patay, buhi pa mi.
Ayaw ko magpapatay ba?
Ayaw. What about you, Jake? Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, same thing. We're hoping to make more music, and then also support other creators in the Philippines, right? Like other songwriters. Hopefully, mag-collab mi sa uban, and then hopefully we'll go back at some point. I would love for all of us to take a trip.
Oh my God.
Back to the Philippines.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We will.
right?
We'll be back. We'll be back.
And
Guys,
hopefully-
arrange your vacation leaves in the offices where you work.
I know. And hopefully too in New York. In the East Coast, New York, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of fans here. You have a lot of there's a lot of Filipinos in New York, Right, Connor? You know
yes.
that, right? So many Filipinos.
Let's do
My
mag-show
God.
ta sa New York, guys.
Oh,
Let's do
di
it.
ba? Sige.
Dagan kaila si Jesse mga producer.
Oh, maybe we can produce you guys. You never know. Let's see.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Let's
we're
shout
gonna
it
talk.
to the universe. Why
Let's
not?
shout it to the universe, diba?
Manifest.
My God, manifest,
Yeah.
manifest. That's so true. Thank you, the guys. The Kong, salamat yun. Grabe.
salamat yun,
Thank
guys.
thank you, Kaayo. Grabe. It's an honor.
Yes.
Like, we're just a
it's
big
our
fan.
honor.
Yes, and now you're in front of us. Salamat, my God.
Oh.
Guys, last message to everyone, to all your fans, and feel free to plug
anything. So,
anything. Go.
Sumner,
go.
Yeah. Like just listen to our music. No, I'm just kidding. No, we just want to say we love you guys so much. We hope that our videos live on as kind of an homage just to the people who taught us the language in the first place. You know, there's no way that we could have done this without the people that taught us the language and the people that nagpadayon og suporta sa amo. And so, yeah, just please always feel, I hope you always feel our love for you, for the culture, for the people of the Philippines. Be proud of your language and where you come from, and make content in Bisaya so that there's more Bisaya creators and productions, and yeah, Padayon Bisaya. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. Go, Connor.
Sa inyo tanan, especially kamong nga naa sa Cebu, sa Negros, sa Bohol, sa Mindanao, kamong nga mga Bisaya, ganan lang ko mag-say nga nahigugma jud mi ninyo. Salamat kaayo sa inyong suporta. Always jud na amo sa among mga heart, o dili jud na mo malimtan ng experiences namo sa Philippines. So sa masagisulti ni Sumner, Padayon Bisaya, always Padayon Bisaya.
Oh, okay. Go, Jay.
Yeah, like Sumner said, we have new music, but I feel like our real message is thank you, right? Like thanks for inspiring us. Thank you for like teaching us Cebuano, teaching us the culture. It's changed our lives, and so there's not really anything that like we can give back, but just thank you, right? Salamat kayo, and thanks for having us on the show. Like this isn't work for us, right? This is just fun. We're making, like, you're our friends now. We love to do it again. So thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, now we're friends, okay? So hey, whenever you guys are in New York, tell us ahead of time and we will definitely tour you around.
Kunya, mag-visit food mo diri sa California.
Oh yeah, bisita gyud
I
me,
haven't
ha?
been. The
Oh
most
my
the most
God.
that I've gone to the West Coast is Las Vegas. That's it. I need to go to.
Moadto, yes. Moadto gyud
Diri
me
sa
LA.
LA.
Ha, moadto gyud me ha, magmusuroy gyud ta. Salamat kaayo, grabe.
Thank you.
Salamat. Thank
po
you.
sa inyo.
I hope you guys had
Salamat po.
fun so much. We had so much fun, grabe.
Lingaw kayo
Dugay na
tanan.
ako.
Thank you.
Dugay na
Nalingaw
gyud
gyud.
ko. Dugay na mi tanan naghulat sa inyo. And finally,
Ay,
yes.
salamat.
Okay. Oh, plug ang inyong
Oo
show.
nga pala yung
Ang inyong show. Kinsa gana ang inyong show? Tuloy ang inyong
ang yung new single.
new single. Go.
New single. Listen
Yes.
sa among new single nga Padung nako sa Spotify, Apple Music, tanan nga streaming platforms available na. Yeah, Padung nako.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Padung na ko.
Ayan.
In Tagalog, what's sa Tagalog? What's
Papunta
sa
na
Tagalog?
ako.
Papunta
alam
na
ni Jake,
ako.
papunta na ako.
In English, I'm on my way.
I'm
On
on
the
the way. Yeah.
I'm on my way, Joe. Okay.
Yes.
Go, Chicas, close our show for tonight.
Yes,
Go.
thank you po sa lahat ng mga nanood, all the people who watch and tune in on today's
Yes.
fun episode. Please don't forget to share this amongst your friends so they could also enjoy it, and also to follow us in our Over a Glass or Two here in Facebook, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter.
Yes.
Sumner, Connor, and Jake, and who left?
Davis and
Davis
Thailand. Yes,
Thailand.
Thailand. Yes.
My God, thank you for guesting, for hanging out with
the
us.
best Friday.
And thank you for showing your lami selves here. I'm going to sleep very, very nicely today. Yeah, thank you very much for giving me good dreams.
Nakatilaw
Yes.
ka.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
Ay,
let's have our
Ginoo.
last toast for this morning,
Yes, guys,
To
go.
everyone,
Cheers.
mga kaogat and Hey
Mga
Joe
Bisaya
Show,
sad, mga Bisaya diha.
Amidst the pandemic, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it
Over a glass or two.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Cheers. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Salamat.
Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics, located in New York and Manila, bringing health and beauty wherever you go. From a simple Botox to a fat-reducing and muscle mass-gaining MSCO. For more information about their quality services and locations, call or text 917-633-7710 or email at monarchmontage@gmail.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continuum.